Where's the police?
Oh,
Okay.
they probably know you're here.
They're not for us. It's
Meridian.
Fine. In a Skoda. Wow. You say Meridian?
Let's talk about Meridian Estate.
When I sit with my brothers now and we look and think about Meridian Walk, it was a blessing that we got out of there, because if that bad thing didn't happen, we might have still been there. They said if he does come, you have to call him Sean Carter because he's not here in the capacity of Jay-Z and artist. And I was stuttering. There was a bit where I was stuttering. I got my words wrong and I was like, come on, bro, focus.
You've obviously written like some bars. You've had to, because you want to be part of the gang.
I don't think there was a moment that I stopped and thought, this is crazy that you were working in an Apple store on Regent Street, you left to go and do radio at Rinse FM, and then your next job was with Apple on their radio station.
I feel like you lot are the most powerful family in black music.
Wow, Posty, that's a lot.
No. You lot could take down Russia. Let me tell you why.
Even now, I'm shaking my head because like my natural reaction to good things is like, nah, like that can't be true, innit? Do you think everything so far has been worth it, Posty?
Yeah, has things been worth it?
Yeah, do you think it's been worth it?
SRB separation confirmed. Coming up on staging, the burnout of these twin solid rocket boosters at 2 minutes 5 seconds.
I can tell about my life, I got scars for the proof. Know my bars are the truth, 9 stars in the roof. Plus I'm rolling with another star. If you ever saw the service in a double R, I could've bought another car. Reasoning with Lizzie, yeah, I talk to my money. I'll be running to the bands, they just walk to the money. You can't talk to me funny. Now she gave me brains in the roller, that's what I call thoughts in the collie. Okay.
Yes, Olua Toyin.
I have never opened a door in this direction before.
It's alright.
I feel so special. Oh wow!
Come on, only the best for you, Olua.
Oh wow!
Olua Toyin.
That's so
Why
cool.
are you not getting triggered by me calling you? I did some research to get that second name.
Do you know my other one though?
Yeah, Chinozele. Chino Dose. Close, man. It starts with a C.
Yo, your skin looks amazing.
Thank you. You know, a little Korean skincare. Try
Oh really?
Yeah.
You do it yourself or you go somewhere?
No, I got a little facial lady.
Yeah, you look really good.
Thank you. Congratulations, man. I just seen your new show.
Thank you.
Now you know.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Thank
I would describe it as like a posh series of interviews, like very high end, very I thought I was doing posh interviews.
A posh series of
I
interviews.
thought I was doing posh interviews. It's very high end with like people that wouldn't always be up for doing interviews as well. And I feel like that speaks to who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Who you've got in your black book that you can call on.
Yeah.
What was the thought behind that? Have I hit the nail on the head?
I like that you've called it that, you know, posh
very posh,
interviews.
man.
I feel like I've been interviewing for so long as well, in my career, obviously.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that it's even funny that you said that, because when we first shot it, I told my crew how much it costs. They said it was too expensive. They were like, Julie, listen, if you want to have regular content out and you want, you know, people to know what you do and have things happening constantly, like you can't be spending that much on a show. And I was like, bruv, I've been working too long and I've been doing this for too long to be doing like a 1-camera setup interview and the sound's all right. And you know what I mean? Like it needs to look and feel the way my career is.
Yeah.
So thank you for saying that. But yeah, you hit the nail perfectly on the head.
You know, for sure. And obviously, considering the people that you're actually speaking to, it has to be a big deal.
Yeah, I think also when you call on your friends, like you've done today,
Yeah.
like if you called on me and you brought me into I don't know, like a Fiat 500,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, this is nice, Posty.
We've done this before. Where's the evolution?
But to call me into this, I'm like, wow, like Posty really, you know what I mean?
Like this is actually like a real drive.
I think especially when you're interviewing people that you know, you need to make sure that they feel like it was what, you know what I mean? Like you care about their time.
Yeah.
And with everyone, Maya, Zoo, Mahalia, KSI, I want them to know I care about their time. I wouldn't call them to do some like dibby interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. I really enjoyed the first episode. That's the only one I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I know you had a big launch the other day. A lot of people came out to support you as well. So congratulations on that. Obviously, we touched on names before. I feel like your show's called Now You Know. I'm trying to flip it on you. I want to try and get to know Julie a bit more.
Oh no, okay.
You touched on names before.
Yes.
You know, and obviously you're from a Nigerian heritage. But I couldn't help but notice how advanced your parents were with these names that they gave their children. Like in terms of like the alliteration.
Oh yeah.
Like Julie, Joseph, Jamie.
Yep, Jason. Yeah.
Like this is like the 80s. And I feel like their first generation, like How are they so advanced to give you these names?
The names. You know what? One day I was randomly interviewing my dad.
Yeah.
Where's the police? Okay.
Oh, they probably know you. Yeah.
They're not for us. It's
Meridian.
Fine. In a Skoda. Wow. You say Meridian? Oh my gosh, your laugh is nearly as good as Jimmy Carr's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it up there?
It's on par.
Thank you.
But yeah, I interviewed my dad one time in our back garden when we used to live in Palmer's Green, and I asked him, and he said that when he was back home, the idea is that your family's initials help you find out where you're from, essentially. So he wanted all of our initials to be JOA. So I'm Julie Oluwatoyin Adenuga. So everyone in my family is J, middle name O, and then last name's Adenuga.
Oh,
so that was the idea behind it. That it's got it's almost like a family tree. Like you can trace families based on their initials.
Yeah. But even the names you all got were like still current for like the times in which we were growing up.
Do you think so?
Yeah, like I feel like especially
what's a non-current name?
Nah, like see some first generation African people might hit their son off with a Derek or like a. You know what I'm trying to say?
What's wrong with the name Derek?
Nah, there's everything wrong with the name Derek.
Are you serious?
You know, like, come on. Derek, you know Derek's a crazy name. You don't think?
No.
You don't think Derek's crazy?
No.
How do you feel about Ingrid?
Okay, Ingrid's mad.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Jebediah might be nuts, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or Jedediah, like those are more like biblical whatever names.
Yeah.
Why are you hating on a Derek?
Yeah, I'm not really rocking.
What do you think of like Nathaniel?
No, that's alright.
Yeah?
Nathaniel can fly. Nathaniel can fly.
Shout out to everybody called Derek.
Let's talk about Meridian Estate. Obviously,
yes.
When I spend time with you these days and when I see what you've been able to accomplish, it is quite a great feat from like your humble beginnings from a lady that's just, you know, coming from Meridian Estate. Like, what was it like growing up there? And what kind of impact do you think it had on you?
Growing up, we call it like a social experiment where we grew up, because my mum and dad obviously weren't born here. And then they came to England and had 4 children and was trying to figure out like what they were doing, innit? So we like, it is a bit of an experiment because we didn't know how it was gonna go. And when I sit with my brothers now and we look and think about Meridian Walk, it feels like we were in just like a mad. It's like it's mad. It was a blessing and a curse that we were able to leave at the same time. It was a curse because of how we had to leave and all the things that happened there. And it's like things that obviously I still hold now today. But it was a blessing that we got out of there, because if that bad thing didn't happen, we might have still been there. You know what I mean? But being forced out, we had to go and figure out life somewhere else. And then like the whole thing changed. But actually growing up in Meridian Walk, I feel like it was a different life to me. I feel like I wouldn't be this person today if I actually lived there now. If I'd stayed there till I was like 21, I wouldn't be this person, I don't think.
Oh, so you felt like moving out kind of allowed you to grow as a person?
Definitely. Grow as a person. I think you grow as a person anywhere, but it allowed me to grow as a person in a positive way. I think if I stayed in Meridian Walk, I would have grown as a person, but not in such a positive way that I am now. I think seeing the world and seeing past where we lived in our council estate essentially made a huge difference to my perspective and what I believed was possible, and you know what I mean, like things that I can accomplish in my life.
You're saying you probably didn't realise how big the world is, because
Exactly.
Meridian was your world.
Exactly, yeah. I grew up in Meridian Walk. The furthest we go is I used to hang out in N18, N9, Edmonton all the time, like on the High Street, on 4th Street High Road, McDonald's, maybe go Wood Green.
Bouncers Road.
That was it, Bouncers Road, yeah. Okay, look at you. Bouncers Road and all them places. But yeah, that was it. That was my world. And then, yeah, we left. And just the whole thing changed.
I could just imagine, obviously, like, see me, I look at like rappers and everyone's characters is like superheroes. So what was it like? You coming out your house, then Paper Pabs is over there, then Bossman's on the roof. Like, what's the vibe? What was like a good day in Meridian?
A good day in Meridian. So we had a cage outside where you can play football and basketball. We used to play end to end. Did you ever play end to end?
No. That sounds crazy, right?
It was a really good game. But we'd be playing in the cage. I played football all the time, and then making music in the house. So I'd come home and everyone's just in the house making music. That's like the best day in Meridian Walk.
Now, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. So obviously your family is very well blessed in terms of the art of making music. Now, what you do now, I don't even know how to describe what you do now in terms of how you've been making a living, because you do so many different things, right? Yeah. So during the process of when you're working out what it is Julie's gonna become, what she is, whatever Julie's gonna become, you've obviously written like some bars. You've had to, because you want to be part of the gang. You want to be part of the gang. So I want to know about one of your 8 bars. Like, I want to hear an 8 bar you wrote, because I know there's an 8 bar that exists.
Bro, you're trying to go so far into my...
No, because you was
can't
BBK.
Get that far back
in your head,
into my brain.
In your head, there was a point you was BBK. You was not letting it live without you being a part of it.
That's so funny.
So what was the line?
Oh
what line did you have?
There's no way I can get that far back into my memory bank. That's impossible.
You can't recall that?
You know what? I didn't ever write lyrics. So do you remember Tropical? The Boy Better Know released Tropical when it was like...
Yeah.
So obviously, naturally, everyone's making music in the house. I can sing. So I'd be singing along to things and I enjoy whatever. But then I thought, I actually did think, can I MC? Like, can I spit? I had a moment where I didn't know if I could. So then I took the Tropical beats and I started trying to like write lyrics over them.
Yeah.
Firstly, I don't remember the lyric. I'm so sorry, but I don't remember it. I'm trying to think.
But did you spray it? Did people hear this line?
I think I sent it to Junior and Jamie, I think. I recorded it. I remember recording it in the downstairs bedroom when we lived in Palmer's Green. And yeah, I sent it to them.
And what I want to know is, like, whose responsibility was it at the time to let you down gently? Because obviously...
No, do you know what, actually?
Yeah.
Because I remember they were both like, this is cool. But I think for me...
That's real love, that is. That's real love.
It wasn't bad.
Nah, but obviously...
It wasn't bad.
If you didn't make the cut...
No, what I didn't... I recorded it. It was like me and my laptop just in a bedroom, just like recording. It wasn't like a song.
Okay.
Any of the songs that I made got released, thank you very much. Don't have that face.
No, I
Don't
didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Any of the songs that I sang on, they are out and you can listen to them.
No,
but
singing's
the bars,
different. Yeah.
Yeah, they was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, this sounds all right.
Yeah. Because you could have been first lady at one stage. If you showed the right skills, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I never wanted to rap. Because I just didn't see women rapping, like it wasn't something that... And also, no one rapped really or spat in London accents at the time. So there was no examples. I didn't really know how to do it. And it just wasn't something I was interested in. But I could have been the first lady.
To be honest, I forgot you actually sang on a few songs. I remember. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is so interesting about your journey, because I don't feel like there's a field that you haven't tried. And I actually noticed in the Maya interview when you guys were discussing what to do next. It's like... Yeah, like everyone's been around for a very long time and has tried so many different things. So it's kind of hard sometimes to decide what it is that you want to do. Even down to your style, I remember there was a gala actually, I think Kensington Palace, where you actually stole the show in terms of outfits and stuff. It always surprises me what kind of bags you can tap into. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how to describe this bag that you're into there. Like, I mean, what is it about you that makes you so diverse in all these things? Like, it's like you're like a sponge and you just take so many things in and just execute them so well.
I don't know, maybe you can relate to that as well, though, because I don't look at myself as a person who's like tapping into different things. I'm just alive and I do stuff and I don't know, I have hobbies and I'm alive and I'm living my life, and then things happen that I'm interested in and I think, oh, I'd like to show people that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the gala, I'm glad that you said I stole the show. I was really happy about that.
So, man, it's the truth.
No, it was good. The gala, I thought, Posty keeps having these parties and asking everyone to get dressed up, and I come there and Posty's wearing these scarves and he's standing with his sunglasses on and he's got 8 rings on and stuff. And I'm like, I want to channel the energy of someone who is coming to the party, like, trying to shut it all down. That's the energy that I'm going to channel today.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to my son, I was like, we just need that thing. What is that outfit that has that energy? And that was it. And we found it.
No, you definitely found it. And what I
found
find really intriguing actually was one time we was actually having a conversation about the gala, and I was
oh my gosh, yes.
I was moaning to you about how much it costs and how much work I have to do to put it all together.
Yep.
And then you told me how much work it takes to come.
Bruv.
and you told me how much it cost for you to come, and I was like, I never really ever looked at it like that.
You were
before.
just taking it for granted.
Yeah.
You didn't really understand.
I never even knew that you shared a similar pain. But obviously, like when you really turn up like that, how you did at Kensington Palace, obviously it makes complete sense. You know what I mean?
It's not cheap.
Now, obviously, one of the incredible things that you've been able to achieve as well is one day I was minding my business, and then like Apple Music was like a thing, and then they like named and showed three main faces that was gonna head this platform, which is a massive deal. Obviously, you got somebody like Zane Lowe, who's just like, I feel like I've heard that name since I was alive. Zane Lowe, it's just like Trevor McDonald type of thing, but in just like in the musical field. And then obviously I knew about Ebro, obviously, because of all the stuff that he's done at Hot 97 and them being like the rival content maker to Breakfast Club and stuff like that. So Ebro, I feel like, had been around in music for such a long time, but became more public facing in more recent years. So he made sense, especially for what he represents for hip hop.
Yeah.
And then I saw you there, and I was like, wow, like Zane Lowe, Ebro, like the Summer Jam King, like all this stuff that he's been able to do and pull off. And then I saw you as well. I was like, wow, what a sick look. Like, this is incredible. Like,
it was mad.
Like, yet again, don't know how you got there, but you done it. And well deserved. How did it feel to... Was that like a big deal for you? Like, was it as big of a deal for you as it was for me to see?
I remember trying to think. I did 3 interviews for that job, and in 2 of the interviews I didn't know what the job was. So they were just talking, there was just people that I'd never met before, just talking to me and asking me questions. But they couldn't tell me what was going to happen. They couldn't tell me that there was going to be a streaming service. They couldn't tell me that they wanted me to host a radio show. They couldn't tell me nothing. They couldn't tell me... all I knew was that they worked for Apple, and they would just ask me questions about the things that I liked. And then the last interview I did was with Zayn, and that was the first time I met him. And he said, listen, we're going to launch a radio station on Apple Music, and I'm going to be in LA, and we're going to have a New York host. He didn't tell me Ebro at the time. And we want you to be the London host. And I just thought... like, even now I'm shaking my head, because like my natural reaction to good things is like, nah, like that can't be true, innit? But I was just looking at him, and I was like, yeah, 100%. There's no I don't know why you're asking me. There's no version of this where I say no. And from there it was just mad. Flying to LA, meeting whoever, like I met Dr. Dre. I sat in studio with Dr. Dre. I was sitting with Jimmy Iovine, Trent Reznor. Went to Cupertino, went to One Infinite Loop, the Apple headquarters. And there was no time to feel anything, because it was just... If I'm in the moment, if I'm sitting with Dr. Dre and I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, you're Dr. Dre and you're in the studio making beats and I'm sitting here looking at you. It's like I'm watching Julie do something, but I'm Julie, so I have to be Julie in that moment. And so I couldn't take it in. And so I'd leave and I'd come back to London. I was sitting there thinking, bruv, this is mad. Then I'll go and film something again. They're like, yeah, this is going to happen at WWDC and Drake's going to introduce it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Like I've just got to act as if, I've got to act like how Julie would act if this was happening to her. So I've got to like not be me and then act as if I am me. It's like mad. It's like an Inception. But the only thing I could think was, if I stop and think about how nuts this is, I might ruin it. So I have to just accept that it's happening to me, and I have to act like, of course it's happening to me, because I'm Julian, this is what's supposed to happen. Yeah. And I don't think there was a moment that I stopped and thought, this is crazy that you were working in an Apple store on Regent Street, you left to go and do radio at Rinse FM, and then your next job was with Apple on their radio station.
That's crazy.
I never ever thought about it.
And I feel like, especially on our journeys, like sometimes you do find yourself in the maddest situations. I mean,
What's been a mad one for you?
Would you actually want to know?
Yeah.
So basically, there was this thing where it was like, I'd done an NFTR with Rapman, yeah? And basically, I was joking that he said, "Wow, Jay-Z." It was like a joke. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. The look on your face is crazy. I'm probably gonna edit this out. But anyway, so then anyway,
leave it.
I'm gonna leave it. So anyway, 4 months later,
Yeah.
I found myself meeting Jay-Z as well, right? So I'm in the Rock Nation office. Jay-Z comes in the room, and basically the room where I was sitting in, yeah, the sofa was so low. Have you ever been on like the lowest seating sofa?
That is the Ling Rosette one, the one it looks like someone's just curved the thing.
It's
like you're
it's
sitting
basically
on the floor.
Yeah. So obviously, homeboy's like walked into the room or whatever, and he's gone to greet me. Obviously, respectfully, it's Jay-Z. I would have liked to have gotten up.
Stand up, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the respectful thing to do. But basically, how quick his hand was coming and how low I was, yeah. It was like, you know them ones like, say if you get up right now, yeah. I'm gonna have to lean, like he's gonna have to help me. He's gonna have to help me get up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So now I'm thinking,
this is mad.
I'm thinking after the mess I just made over there back in the UK. I can't get up.
That's so funny.
Do you know what I'm saying? I can't get up. I'm here now. It's just like, I'm on the floor, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So that was funny because obviously it was kind of like, just so shortly afterwards that it was just so funny how karma came to bite me.
You know how God works.
Floor.
It's always like that.
Yeah, so that was interesting. But I feel like obviously being, you know, like from, especially where we're coming from, like just to be in a position where you can see someone so iconic as Dr. Dre making beats.
Yeah.
It's an experience you can't buy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's dope. Do you feel like that's like one of your most crazy experiences as to like seeing?
Into things that I've seen.
Or do you think something tops that for you?
Wow. That's a good question.
Like something you thought you would never see. Or like when you saw it, you was just like, oh wow, I'm here. Because I feel like
there's been so many.
I feel like I have more of those moments for you, like as in even when you were even able to interview Jay-Z. As in like Jay-Z doesn't even do interviews.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like you being wherever you were, I feel like, was it the
It was a London Film Festival.
London Film Festival, and what was the film being celebrated?
It was The Harder They Fall, James Samuel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So even getting Jay-Z to talk on a carpet is virtually impossible.
Yeah.
And then, you know, God aligned everything right for you that day. He was in a good mood, I suppose, or however it happened. And then you guys spoke, and just to have that exchange, I mean, was that a big deal for you as well? Because that apart from your skill and where you're at, I mean, the stars kind of have to align for those things, for that to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So James Samuel, who's director, everything for the movie, he asked for me to host it. I didn't know that he knew who I was, but he's British, but he works and lives a lot in the US, and he asked for me to host the red carpet. And they said that they sent me a list of all the people that were going to be there, and they said that he's coming and he might do something, but we don't know. And they said if he does come, you have to call him Sean Carter because he's not here in the capacity of Jay-Z, an artist, isn't it? He's here as an executive producer. So then I was getting my nails done in my house, and
so that's the backstory to the why you addressed him as Sean.
Yeah.
So Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know people were like, why is she calling him Sean? Yeah. I'm like, they said I'm not allowed to call him Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not going to tell everyone that. It's no one's business. I don't care what you lot think. But I was getting my nails done, and they'd sent the questions through, and I thought, if this is going to happen, because you always have to be prepared in it. I was 99% sure it wasn't, but I thought, if this is going to happen, these questions are not good enough. So then I was writing questions, and then I thought, I feel like I'm going to ask him good questions, yeah, but I still feel like there's no personality in it. And so I sat down and I was like, I need to find a question that's going to make him laugh. I kept thinking of his laugh at the end of College Dropout on Kanye's album. I was like, I want to make Jay-Z laugh. I need to do something that's going to make him laugh. And then I wrote the question about, can you ride a horse? Because obviously they're riding horseback in the movie. And when they said he was walking onto the carpet, I was like, okay, cool. Same thing again. Morph. All right, Julie. Now you have to get into a character. of Julia ADENUGA who's going to interview Jay-Z. Exactly what you would want to see her do if you were standing on the outside. What would you want to see Julie doing? So I got into character and I was stuttering. There was a bit where I was stuttering. I got my words wrong and I was like, come on, bro, focus. Like I was talking to myself in my head as I was doing it. And I think that was the first time that something's happened that's mad that other people have seen in real time because it was a live stream.
Yeah.
So most things, like a Dr. Dre thing, unless I tell you, you're not going to know that I was in studio with Dre or whatever. Like, there's loads of things that have happened in my life that no one knows. But that one was mad because everyone can see this. It's live. It's happening right now. There's people standing all on, like, the balcony bits and stuff. And I just thought, this is my life. Like, this is who I am. This makes perfect sense. I just had to believe I was supposed to be there. And it wasn't until, I think it was Flex God Daps, when I posted the video of it and he was like, "Raw, this girl's interviewing Jay-Z. She's not even writing it as like part of the caption." Because I wrote, my caption was, "Really happy that I got to host the red carpet at London Fashion Week," and it's just pictures of me with like Regina, Idris, Jay-Z, James. And when he said that, I was like, that is mad, actually.
No, you played it real cool. I was rating it.
But you have to play it cool.
No, you have to.
Because the moment's not bigger than you.
Yeah.
In your head, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But if I go online and I'm like, bruv, Usher posted me on his Instagram the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
You weren't doing the cherry thing, were you?
What cherry thing? No, that's mad. No, I definitely wasn't doing the cherry thing. But me and Tolly was at some party and someone messaged and said, "Oh, I can see you on Usher's Instagram." And I thought, I could post this and be like...
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's not above me.
Yeah.
Of course.
What was you doing on there, though?
It was just at a party, chilling.
Oh.
I had my afro out, you know what I'm saying? I was living my best life.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, of course. What, like, that's not bigger than me. I'm not going to post and be like, "Hey, Rihanna posted me on her Instagram when she released her fragrance." Can I show it? Is that too much? That too much promotion?
You can run that, man.
I like... This is my only fragrance I wear. My Fenty fragrance.
What is that? What's it called?
It's just Fenty.
No, but it's not Fenty
No,
Rose
it's
or
our only
Fenty Flower.
It's our only fragrance. This is like a little compact one.
Okay.
But when she launched it, she posted a video of loads of people like talking about how good she smells, innit? Because like, notoriously she smells really good. And I was interviewing someone on Beats One, and I was saying like, "How does Rihanna smell?" or whatever. And I woke up and people were like, "Bitch, you're on Rihanna's Instagram." And I thought, what am I gonna do? That's not the biggest moment of my life. I can't post that as like, "Look at me." So I've just got to accept that this is my life.
Yeah, no, of course.
And the mad things are mad, but
yeah.
this is the world that I live in.
But you also get that sort of cool because of the household you're from, though. Because the people that
That's true.
have been successful before you don't move like that either.
That's
Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're very well disciplined. They are very well.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from though.
Very well disciplined.
I don't know why they like that, but they do have that
They're
energy.
very well disciplined.
What would you like to see them do that they don't do? What's a moment that you thought, nah, there's no way that they can act this cool when this has happened?
No, I think they play it right. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they play it right.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you have to conduct yourself in a way that people feel as though you're just as important as them.
Yeah.
In any scenario, because at the end of the day, we're all human.
Exactly.
And I learned that from, that's one of the things I learned from the book of Skepta. He doesn't just jump around like, "Oh shit, someone reposted me or someone did this." I mean, it's just not cool, is it, really? Let's be honest.
You know, when some people say like, "What's cool?" It's like, it's actually hard to explain, but you know when something's cool, you can feel it.
Yeah, it's not cool.
You can feel it.
It's not
but
cool.
also there's a line between cool and being like stush.
Yes.
That I never want people to think I'm stush.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that anything, like, things are crazy and there's mad stuff that happens, but you have to understand that nothing's bigger than you. Like you said, we're all people.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just got to look at things like they're just,
Yeah, no, 100%.
You're their equal.
It is a thin line, but I know what line, I know what side of the line I would like to live on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, speaking of all that and the household you're from, I feel like you lot are the most powerful family in black music.
Wow, Posty, that's a lot.
No. You lot could take down Russia. Let me tell you why. Because your closest competition I thought about is probably the Boatengs, got Twin,
Yeah.
got Whitney.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing. Shout out to them, Ghana Power and all that. But when you think about the diversity in the Adenuga family, you know what I'm saying? Let's think about the traits you lot have. Obviously, Skepta's got the whole King of Grime thing going on. You know what I'm saying? The lion, all of that kind of stuff. Masculine man, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's that thing they call men? Not main character.
Alpha.
Alpha. He's got the alpha thing going on. Jeremy has got funny. He can never do no wrong. Do you know what? Like Jeremy could. I'm not even trying to put this to the test, but he could run over a squirrel and it's the squirrel's fault. But the thing is, no. Do you know how difficult it is to?
So funny.
Do you know how difficult it is to have that quality as a human being?
I do.
Like, let me give you an example. I got this brethren here. He could walk into any room and everyone would like him. Like, he could be harmless. There's people that could walk into any room, and they could be in that room, but you don't even know they're in that room.
Okay, yeah.
Because they just never. It's just something about them that seems non-threatening.
Yeah.
It's like they wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know how people have these qualities. Jeremy could run over a squirrel. It's the squirrel's fault. I'm not trying to hear nothing.
That's so funny.
You get what I'm saying? He got too close to his shorts.
That's so funny.
Like, respect a man's shorts. You get what I'm saying? Yeah?
That's hilarious. But I agree with you.
Then you got like misdiversification. You know what I'm trying to say? The personality of all personalities.
This is funny.
The gift of the gab. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do anything. You've proven that. Do you get what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying you can take down Russia is I believe your brother Jason's like an animator as well. Whatever. Like, he could just put it all together and send a message. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the most powerful family in black music.
To be clear, I don't want to take down Russia. Big up Russia. But yeah. It's I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it. I do. I don't know why we're like this as well. Like, I don't know what happened, to be honest, that makes us this way. But it is nice. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do is empowered by those things that you're saying. I think everything that I do, I can look at someone in my family and see a version of how they did it, and it makes me think, oh yeah, I could definitely do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's a good background to come from.
For sure.
It's a good foundation to stand on.
And obviously you spoke about dating with Maya. I'm pretty sure you spoke about dating with the other guests that are on your show. So obviously...
Why is that making you laugh?
No, because I'm sticking it on you. This is now, in the Cully. I mean, in the Spectre, sorry. This is now you know. So, what's dating like for you? I'm pretty sure. Like, I want to talk about the extreme lengths of dating, though. The extreme side of things.
Okay, yeah.
Now, there's some psychos out there.
Yes.
There's some psychos out there.
For sure. They are.
And I want to know, has there ever been a scenario, where it's like someone's hollering at you, but deep down they're just trying to get close because they want to feature or they want to meet somebody in the family? Like, has it ever been that deep?
No.
Swear down.
It has never ever been that deep.
That's crazy.
No.
So the world is not as bad as I thought.
But I would say I think I've been around more people in a friendship thing where I could think it was
you could see that
but
coming.
not dating.
Not date. No, but it hasn't even got to dating, obviously.
Oh, just like trying to chat to me.
Your spidey senses are too lit for that.
I've never experienced that. But I've definitely had more sort of associates and stuff in that world.
And has that been jarring, or do you understand now, especially at the age that you're at, and the experience that you have is that probably is just something that comes with success or things that you guys do, or what's your point of view on that?
Well, it's what you said, like spidey senses. It never gets that close. It's not like I've had a brethren for 3 years and then it turns out, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. I also am like really quick with cutting people off. Like, bless everybody that's ever interviewed me. If in the interview you're asking me questions about my brother and like, oh, like, has he got a girlfriend or like whatever, it's like I know straight away that there's a line that we're never gonna pass. You know what I mean? It's like things like that. I've had artists that I've interviewed them, and at the end they're like, oh, like your brother's so this, blah blah. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I know straight away this is gonna stop here. You know what I mean? It's like for me, I think if you're my friend, that means at some point we're going to be chilling in my house and my family's going to be there. And if you've ever said or done anything that would make me think you shouldn't be around my family, then I know already, like, this friendship's not really for us. You know what I mean? And I can keep it arm's length. But yeah, people are definitely mad. I've never had to do anything crazy though.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you haven't. No, but the world is a crazy place.
The world is a crazy place for sure, yeah.
Some people do some crazy things, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of disappointed that you haven't experienced that, but I'm also happy.
I was going to say, don't be disappointed.
I'm happy that you haven't experienced that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Because that would be mad.
I had more faith in the male groupies out there, but clearly they're slacking.
Do you know what though? I think people respect me. Like, there's rooms that I can be in with people, and I know that people respect me because of my family. So I think people respect me too much to do that. Like, it'd have to be a real sicko. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stay away, sickos.
Yeah,
man.
stay away, sickos.
Stay away. One thing I've said to you a lot in the past, but I'm not too sure how global or national I've actually said this, but obviously, you know, when it came to like setting up Grime Daily, not GRM Daily, like, obviously, you know, I'd set up this website and we bought cameras and
yeah.
I remember back in the day you used to have a blog.
Yeah.
It was called, starting with an M, what was it called?
The Music Box blog. And then I had idoalot.com. Idoalot.blogspot.com, yeah.
So you had a...
No,
what was your writer name?
Mitzi, yeah.
Mitzi,
Yeah.
So obviously when it came to like, you know, it's actually hilarious actually when I built the website, well, not me personally, but when I paid to do it, I approached Jamal to be like, there was this guy called Jordan Towers and he used to like film all the exclusive videos for Worldstar hip hop.
Yeah.
And obviously we couldn't film or nothing, so I'd approached Jamal to be like our guy as well, to like do stuff for us. And then I thought, who can write like articles and stuff like that. And then I saw you had like the Mitzi thing going on or whatever, and I just thought, yeah, this is sick. So you was like, I remember you being our first GRM, well, Grime Daily writer, which is incredible. Yeah. And just like you working in the Apple store, you also became the GRM Rated Awards presenter.
Yeah. Did it, 2 years I did it? There's 2 runs. I did it, or 3.
I feel like you did it 3 times.
Oh yeah, it was me and Mo. Then we did the COVID
Corona one, yeah.
Yeah, Corona one, those jokes. And then me and Big Zoo. Thank you, by the way, for asking me to do that.
Nah, thank you. I think you did an amazing job.
Yeah, I had an amazing time.
My favourite one was with you and Big Zoo. I didn't realise how talented Big Zoo was.
Oh yeah.
Like, he was so natural, like, obviously not taking away from anyone else, but I'm just talking about in terms of like chemistry.
Yeah, 100%.
I just felt like that chemistry was just like super undeniable.
I agree.
What do you think about award shows in 2025? Do you feel like, what do you feel about them? Do you feel like award shows are necessary?
I think it's good to highlight people's work, for sure. Yeah. I think highlighting what someone's done in an industry that is so full of a million things all the time, it's nice to put a spotlight on Ashley Waters in adolescence. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that. Let's break it down. Let's, like, you know what I mean? And let's give them some flowers. I think that's good. The thing that's annoying is people have to lose for the highlight to work. You know what I mean? You've got to be like, okay, cool, I'm coming there thinking that I'm going to get highlighted. And it's like, you do, but actually they're the people that get highlighted the most. That's not a great thing about it. But then, have you noticed that in award ceremonies, everybody eventually wins? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they do.
Eventually.
If they don't turn, but
everybody gets
as long as they
award.
don't turn it, they only ever win an award eventually when they don't turn into a hater.
Oh yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because some people.
Yeah, for sure, that's true.
They just don't know that it's not their time. Because sometimes, like me per se, for example, like I didn't have a lot of the success that I wanted till very later on in my career, in my journey. But it just came because I feel like I just didn't turn into a hater. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't turn into a hater, and don't stop because you didn't get the award that time.
Yeah, you
get what I mean?
Keep going.
Like Demi Moore in The Substance. Have you seen The Substance?
No.
I actually don't recommend you. I don't think you'd like it, to be totally honest with you.
Okay.
Of what I know of you, but you should still watch it if you want to. But she won. I think it was a Golden Globe. She won. She's obviously been acting since Ghost days, like for years. She's been acting, and when she won her Golden Globe, she was saying this is like the first award I've won. She's been acting for decades, and people wanted her to win the Oscar, and she didn't win the Oscar and stuff. It's just like, she's still going to keep acting. You're not going to stop, you know what I mean? And eventually she'll win it. Leonardo DiCaprio is another one who didn't win an Oscar for years as well. But it's like, imagine if they just stopped. It's like, you didn't really like it then, you know what I mean? And if you become a hater, it's like, don't get upset about the award. Like, you didn't make your art for the award.
Like Nas with the Grammys.
How long did it take Nas to win a Grammy?
I think he only won one recently, like
really?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
But his peers have like 20, 25.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I can get the frustration, but I think you're absolutely right. Don't be a hater. Your time will come.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I just also think, like, it's just me personally, I just feel like when you're doing something that starts from a flawed position, so basically, you know, like, music is subjective.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, you could think Kendrick Lamar's better than Drake. I could think, I'm not saying you think that, but I could think Drake is better than Kendrick Lamar. But really, they're just both opinions.
Yeah.
So when I feel like when you start something from a flawed position, it's very difficult to get to a point where it's like, it really means something. What I really took pride in about the Rated Awards was the fact that it was like the closest thing to valid. Do you get what I mean? Like, without too much music industry stuff or too much this or too much that. But then still, it's just like flawed.
And we spoke about this.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you, I think it's, well, two things. Obviously, your platform is grime and rap. But I think something that you guys do very well and have the power to do is that you can represent UK music full stop. So if you wanted to have an R&B category or an Afrobeats category, there's so much stuff in the UK that you guys are the best people to highlight it. And also, I think, as I know...
This is why Mahalia picks up when you call her. And this is why she's on your series. I respect it.
No, but it's true. And the other thing I said that I know you don't want to do, because relationships in the UK specifically, people always say this, London's so small, the UK scene is so small, it's hard. But I think you lot should put your foot down and be like, yeah, we've got a panel of people that decide who wins. Obviously, on the night, if someone doesn't win, you don't want someone to walk up to you and be like, you was on a panel and I didn't get my award. Like, it can get hot, and I know that. But I think public votes are cool, but you've been in the game for long enough that your say and opinion is valid. And there are other people that are the same.
No, 100%. This topic actually is just more of an internal thing than anything I felt. So no one had ever made me feel otherwise, if that made any sense.
No.
Do you get what I mean? I was just thinking about it and thinking about all the life expectancy
Okay, cool.
I had lost due to this show in general. So I can't be bothered.
Do you think everything so far has been worth it, Posty?
Yeah, has things been worth it?
Yeah, do you think it's been worth it?
I don't know, man. I posted this thing yesterday. It's called Destination. I feel like I suffer from destination addiction.
So do I.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is this a made up thing? Where did you find this?
No, like in my heart, in my body.
No, but how did you know? Where did you find the term destination addiction?
I'm going to send it to you. I heard all about it. Like, I'll send it to you. It's just kind of like, I feel like when you've experienced so many things, sometimes it's difficult to like really enjoy the moments or the work it takes to get to that destination. It's like every time we do something or something gets done, it's just like, all right, cool, what can I do next? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just like
destination addiction.
So
thank you for that.
So the real answer is yes, it has all been worth it, but do I genuinely feel like that, or have I given myself the time or opportunity to feel like that? 100% not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just like, you know, like how you even just described yourself earlier. Yeah, I just feel like I'm alive and I'm just being alive. Like, that's, I feel like that's destination addiction.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So sometimes when you get bored of something, it's just like, which is why I wanted to ask exactly. I wanted to ask.
Go on.
Like, when you decided to leave Apple Music, because you decided to leave.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm seeing a woman that's in a well-paid job. It looks great.
Yeah.
It feels like one of the highest points of entry that somebody that does what you do could be. And you decided to leave.
Yeah.
Like, what was that about? Do you not like money?
That's such a brilliant question.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
What was that about?
And I feel like, does that have anything to do with destination addiction? Like, did you feel like, oh, okay, cool, I've done this now? Like, what was the vibe there?
That was exactly it. I didn't know destination addiction even existed at the time. But that was exactly it. I felt like I can't hold that one position forever, because I'm reaping so much benefit from this job, so much, whether it's monetary benefit, whether it's health benefits, whether it's life experience benefit, whatever you want to call it, career benefits. It's the greatest job I could have. I'm interviewing Pharrell, Britney Spears, Chance the Rapper. I'm earning great money. I bought my own house. I've got my own car, like everything. I travel the world. I've got crazy air miles. I'm flying first class all the time. There's so much stuff I'm doing. I can't have that forever, because there's other people that present. There's other people in the UK that love music. There's other people that host. There's other people that do interviews. Like, this should be a path that people travel through. You get what I'm saying? So, and also, I've done it now. What else can I do? The only thing I would have done there, Posty, if I stayed, was just waited to talk to Beyonce and Rihanna. That was it. That would be it. There was nothing else for me to do there. I love presenting radio. I've spoken to everybody. Pusha T, to Benji Flow, to Ray, to everyone. Kali Uchis, everybody. I've spoken to everyone. There's no one I haven't spoken to. And I've played you the music that I like. I can always play music that I like. Someone else needs to come through now. You know what I mean? Someone else needs to come and do this job, but there's nothing else for me to do. So I was just like, I can stay here and be comfy, or I can go and find something else to do that's going to be mad and exciting and new and fresh, and I might fail at it, and like, you know what I mean? I can be alive again. Whereas there, I'm like so comfortable. So I had to leave.
I see a lot of people won't even relate to that. I mean, I still don't relate to it, because it's just like, no, I get what you're saying on an ambitious fulfillment level. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like the highest height in terms of like face value.
Yeah.
No, in terms of what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So the bravery, and I feel like that whole experience of you leaving that job, and you being back in the field, and like trying to make your own or deciding what you're gonna do is the true definition of who Julie ADENUGA is, because it's just like, it's just complex simplicity. As in, like, why would you mess this up?
There's no reason to do it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Why would you mess this up? But you've left and you feel better about yourself, you're happy, and you're doing things that you're excited about.
Yeah.
That's who you are, complex simplicity.
That's a very good way of explaining it. But one thing I will say to anybody is, like, don't let your brain go to sleep, man. Like, we're alive. Get to do everything we want. We can go anywhere we want in the world. We can try and do so many different things. Like, why go to sleep? And also, I'm like, some people got families to support, you know what I mean? Children, you got whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just me. Just me, one person. I ain't got no children. Just here. Why would I just go and stay in a job and do nothing? You know what I mean? Or do the same thing over and over again? I don't have any responsibilities. I've got a mortgage to pay. I can pay it. Nothing else is on me. Like, I don't have any other responsibilities to take care of. So why should I be stationary and just not go anywhere, not do anything? It's like the only thing that could keep me there was fear. You know what I mean? Oh, I might never make this amount of money again, or people might, I don't know, like whatever. But there was no fear. There was nothing. There was nothing. So I just had to go.
Obviously, you had a show called Top 5.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it in the past tense, like you ain't got it no more.
Well, we actually, we're TBC doing another season, a big one actually, this year.
So the premise of this show sometimes is for you to like name somebody's top 5 songs.
Yes, yeah.
Talk about it, which I think is super dope. Now, I want to know who your top 5 favorite, most influential artists.
Of all time?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's like in another show. I want to know UK rap and gram, like favorite top 5 ever, most influential, like you had to only listen to these 5 artists for the rest of your life, which I know would be hard for you because your brain would die.
It would be.
So pick carefully.
5 artists. Okay, Miss Dynamite. I can't do them in order. That's another. Let's take like 50 years.
No, you don't. You can't do them in order.
Okay.
Top 5.
Miss Dynamite.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Off one verse alone, what she done on Envy is just like, you know, can you imagine just doing one thing alone? I'm not saying she ain't done mad things.
No, you're absolutely correct. Miss Dynamite, for me, is probably my number 1, if I had to decide. Her first album, that album is untouchable still to this day. Her first album to me is like the equivalent of what Miseducation by Lauryn Hill is. It's that same thing. It's like it holds that weight for me. So Miss Dynamite. Oh my God, Percy, this is horrible.
No.
Dave to me is one of the greatest artists of all time. J Hus to me is one of the greatest artists of all time. I've only got 2 left.
You've only got 2 left.
And I've got 2 brothers that make
music. So I was thinking. We can leave them out though. We can leave them out.
I think we should leave them out
respectfully.
because it's just mad. Okay. So that makes it easier because there's other people that I want to put in, and then I'd be lost. I'd be stuck. Dizzy Rascal.
One more.
Who should I pick?
I can't believe Kano's not here.
Kano!
Gigs ain't in there. He's got the biggest and the most.
Oh no! Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's revise. Let's revise. Miss Dynamite staying. Dave has to stay though. Dave has to stay.
It's your list, man. Shout out Dave, man.
Dave has to stay.
He's a big boy in the team.
Dizzy Rascal has to stay.
I hear that.
And J Hus has to stay.
I hear that. It's cool, but it's only 5. They've got to work harder. It's all right. Who is it? Who's the 5th one?
Oh my God.
Who's the 5th one?
It is actually Giggs or Kano. Don't even say anyone else because I'll be stressed. If you say another name and I really think about it, I'm going to be stressed. It's Giggs or Kano.
No, but listen, you only have to listen to this for the rest of your life.
Rest of my life.
Who would you have to pick for the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? See? Yeah.
I'm going to go Kano.
Say no more.
I'm going to go Kano. Giggs, Giggs, you know I love you. Giggs, you know I love you. I love you. I'm going to go Kano.
Yeah, Kano won at your launch the other day, though, was he? All right then. Anyway, listen to this.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, no, it's
no.
Cool, man.
Okay,
cool,
no, I
man.
have to change it.
No. You're getting people out of their houses, and this is how you repay them on national TV.
This is horrific.
National TV.
Giggs!
Yeah.
Giggs is going to kill me. I know he's going to message me. He's going to kill me.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, I got another question for you. Something I've always wondered, yeah? So you see like rap and grime and just the art of rapping. It's, you know, no matter how nice people are as human beings, yeah, it's a very competitive sport.
Absolutely.
Like I could be friends, like I've seen situations where like rappers are like friends with another rapper today and then tomorrow they just hate each other.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? It's like seeing life, for example, you know, like an accountant could be working there and an accountant could be working there. Mm-hmm. And they could never get on because of the proximity of where they work. Where
they're situated, yeah.
It's just a natural human instinct.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't see these artists being bad people or this person just got a bad... It's just life. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when those moments happen where your brothers might not be getting on with this person and so and so, it might not even be loud like that. The public might not even know. But I know. Yeah? And then I see you, standing next to them or interviewing them and that. And I'm thinking, how's this like? How
is this happening?
Yeah, like, do you obviously not speaking about anyone in particular at all, but I'm saying, obviously there's an understanding from them for the respect they have for you that you're doing your job in that moment. But what do you feel like when you're standing next to the uppers? Like, right in the
You know what? I
Are
will
you trying
say,
to feel alive? Is that what you're doing?
No.
Trying to feel...
No, I have never knowingly
Yeah.
stood with the ops.
Ops is a strong word.
Ops of any form. I've never knowingly thought, you don't like X or you two don't like X, and I've gone and thing. It's either been, I didn't have a choice, as in like it's happening now.
Okay, not knowingly.
Yeah,
okay.
it's happening now.
Key words.
It's happening now.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gonna tell them to get out of, like, what are you gonna do? You gotta make a decision. Or, I didn't know. But if I have known that there was an op of any form, and someone said, "Oh, should we get so and so on the show?" I'd say no, absolutely not.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
I'm trying to think. Who are you thinking about? We can edit it out. Who you thinking
No.
about? Tell me.
No.
This car is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Such a
I'm not
beautiful-
thinking about anybody in particular.
I'm trying
I
to
promise
think.
you.
Because there's been people, not even my brothers, some of my friends. There's been people that I've seen, they've said something about my friend, and I think, oh, I'm never ever, I don't care what, when, how, where, I'm never ever gonna chat to you.
Lastly, I do have to ask. So now that you've accomplished this,
Oh my gosh.
knowing that we're sufferers of a destination addiction,
Destination addiction.
what's next?
Oh no. I have, I've got 2 big things that I need to do this year. Annoyingly, I can't tell you what either of them are.
No, I respect that.
But you said it earlier as well about in the interview, me and Maya were talking about the fact that we don't know what's next. You know what I mean? For me, I think I'll always present. I'll always be interested and involved in music in some way. I'll always do that stuff. Where I feel like I have an input and something to say and a purpose, I'll be there. But what I really want now is a business. I want a business, something that is outside of entertainment and hosting. Something that is going to live on forever away from me. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And then I also want to have a really good life outside of work.
Yeah.
I want to focus on whatever that looks like. Whether that is a new house, whether that's not even living in this country. Like, I want to find a way to enjoy my life outside of any work things. So that's my goal.
I feel like you're probably gonna end up being like the older, when you get older, the female version of Trevor McDonald.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I feel like you have, what's really good about you is you actually have the experience and the cultural currency and the actual talent.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? When you have those 3 things, it's kind of difficult for you to never not be that person.
Exactly.
Like, you're the mature female voice of music.
Yeah.
Because you've been there since the start.
Yeah.
Since the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
60s. Me in the 60s. That's when I joined the game. I think it's important that people who are in those positions as well stay in those positions, because my knowledge is invaluable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can pull up just here. My knowledge is invaluable, and unless I can pass it on to someone else, I'm going to be the only one that has it and can give it to people, and you know what I mean? And so I say that because I think the same about you.
Thanks.
I think no matter what happens and what you do, you have to understand that what you've seen and done so far and what you'll continue to do is going to be invaluable, and people need to... You're the only person that can pass that information on.
Thank you. I appreciate that, actually.
It's very important. You actually finally had a drink from your giant stupid cup.
Staging the burnout of these twin solid rocket boosters at 2 minutes 5 seconds.